chances are it's on CNN Motor Madness. Experience the madness Friday night at 8 Eastern as
Yes, the world's top-ranked Bass Club fishermen gathered today in Shreveport, Bossier, Louisiana to chase their dream, an angling adventure of a lifetime. The quest to qualify for the Bassmasters Classic World Championship and the highest honor in amateur bass fishing, the overall champion of the Wrangler BASS National Federation Championship. It's here on the Red River Waterway in northwest Louisiana that 51 Bass Angler Sportsman Society Federation Club winners put it all on the line.
There were 50,000 of them that started this quest 2.5 years ago, and the 51 best have made it here to the Red River. They're fishing for a lot of money, but that's not important in their mind today. What they want to be is one of those 5 anglers that qualify for the Bassmasters Classic to be held in July in New Orleans, Louisiana.
The main thing is that all the brush that was here was really thick 2 years ago, but it's thinned out a lot from the wind and that. You can get back to the areas where you couldn't before, and you can see to the back of the sloughs. But the problem is this year as well, the water's gone down. It's a little bit lower, and the trouble I've had is I cannot get to the waters that I want to get to.
Jerry Eustace, a heavy favorite. 3 times he's made it to the Wrangler National, and he's 3 for 3 as the Central Division's Classic qualifier. Scott Nielsen, the best in the West here previously, foregoes any favorites tag.
The thing that concerns me, there's no really hidden spots where you can sneak off and hide by yourself. Everybody seems to be finding the fishable water, so I think you're going to have to fish a little bit in the crowd this year.
During the pre-practice in March, David Hall found these bayou bass moving on the spawning beds. 5, 6, and 7-pound largemouths, heavy with roe, were routinely caught in the backwaters. Here in late April, the basic pattern is post-spawn. Finding the bigger bass away from the beds will be the key to winning this Wrangler National. And making that dream come true can come down to one cast, a bonus big bass.
Win some and you lose some. The heartbreak of it all.
Tough break, David, but shake it off. This is a 3-day fish-off. There's a long way to go. Stay tuned. I'm Bob Cobb. The Bassmasters will be right back with the 1999 Wrangler BASS National Championship from the Sportsman's Paradise, Shreveport, Bossier, Louisiana.
Shreveport, Bossier, the gateway to northwest Louisiana's sportsman's paradise. Riverboat casinos, non-stop gaming action. Louisiana Downs, a top thoroughbred racetrack. The fast lane to fun, frolic, and fishing. That's right, bass fishing. The big-name attractions like Harrah's, Casino Magic, and the Horseshoe Casino grab the tourist attention. But bass anglers are betting on the Red River. Backwater sloughs with now familiar names like Shaw's, Fort Bayou, Capiana Lake, and Clark's Marina are the lure for visiting Bassmasters.
Once known as the Unruly Red, a stream of red mud in the spring, the Red River waterways, dams, and locks have changed all that, creating a bassin bonanza.
Oh, stay peg, Mama. Yes, yes. That's what we're looking for right there, boys. That's the kind of fish that are in here.
From the launch point at Shreveport Stoner Park, the tournament waters extend south 66 river miles into pools numbers 5 and 4. However, most contestants opt to fish in the upper pool rather than lose fishing time in the locks.
Bass fishing, a game of change. Adjusting to conditions and seasonal bass movements are building blocks in the foundation of a solid tournament game plan. Michael Iaconelli of New Jersey is well aware most bass are post-spawn.
The water temp's 70 now. It was about 60 3 weeks ago, so they were just about to go in the beds. And what you had is most of these fish were shallow in the very back of this oxbow in 3 or 4 foot of water. So basically what happened is there's still some bucks up there, and there's still some guys catching those smaller fish. But a lot of these post-spawn females, had moved out to this deeper ridge, which basically runs the whole length down the shore all the way to the back. So my pattern in finding bigger fish has been finding deeper water. 7 to 8 foot seems like it's best. We're in 13 right here, so that first inside line's been real good for me.
No newcomer to the Bassmaster Tournament Trail, Michael Iaconelli faced the Professional Invitational Tour, narrowly missing qualifying for the Bassmasters Classic in the Eastern Pro Division.
I'm real confident. I feel real comfortable at this level of tournament. I was a little disappointed. I fell a little short for the Classic this year from the Invitationals. I came in 11th overall. So this would be nice to come in and make it this way. It would be real justifying for me.
However, there are still bumps in the road to the Classic. The Eastern Federation is loaded with seasoned veterans. Delaware's Bruce Lynch, for sure. A 4-time Wrangler National finalist, the Classic prize just slipped out of his grasp last year. He's dedicated, determined, and he's doing it.
What I've been doing mainly is flipping this Gambler Super Tube in the thickest matted stuff I can find.
Mike Iaconelli is pitching and flipping a 1/2 ounce homemade jig. The shape of the jig head is different, and so is his retrieve. In most cases, a jig presentation is used to probe the structure, working the bait over the bottom. Iaconelli is actually swimming the lure. With overcast skies, bass suspend off the bottom.
I'm fishing real fast. Like I said, I'm not fishing it like a traditional jig. Even my partner was saying earlier that I'm fishing it more like a spinnerbait than anything else, because these fish are suspended. So actually letting it sink to the bottom is almost a waste of time.
This isn't the Bassmasters Classic just yet. But for these Wrangler BASS National finalists, it's their Major League of Bassin'. A drive-in weigh-in inside the Shreveport Civic Center Exposition Hall. The doorway to fishing fame and fortune. From here, 5 anglers continue to live the dream and compete in the World Championship Bassmasters Classic, July 29th, 30th, and 31st in New Orleans. Almost 3,000 bass clubs from 46 states and 5 foreign countries are the backbone of the BASS Federation program.
Not being in the Federation, I really didn't understand or appreciate it until I was competing against those guys in my first Classic back in 1986 in Louisville, Kentucky. But they work so hard and they're so dedicated. I've said this before, and I've upset some of the guys that I compete against on the top 100 circuit. These guys are the true fishermen. To be a professional fisherman is one thing because you have backing. These guys are doing it because they love the sport and they're here to stay. Let's weigh these 5. Don's loading them up over here. You need 15.5 to take the overall lead.
Not a problem.
Not a problem, he says.
Total weight, 22 pounds, 4 ounces. Mark it, 22.4.
22.4.
An impressive 5 bass start for Delaware's Bruce Lynch, and almost a 5-pound lead in the overall standings. Michael Iaconelli, also in the Eastern Division, ranks 2nd with 17 pounds, 10 ounces. Louisiana's own Rodney Wagley of Baton Rouge is 3rd with 16 pounds, 7 ounces. Followed by Joe Kreitz of Arkansas. Both are in the Central Division. Michigan's Art Ferguson in 5th leads the Northern Division with 14 pounds, 11 ounces. Rounding out the leaderboard, the North's William Wilson of Wisconsin, 6th, followed by Mike Edrington of Kansas. South Africa's Justin Barkeweiser, Renaud Pelletier of Washington, the Western frontrunner, and in 10th place, Jay Rodovitz of Rhode Island.
What would it mean to you to win this tournament and receive the Brian Kerschel Award?
It would mean everything to me. Ever since last year where I did poorly on the last day, that's all I've thought about all year long. And said if I ever get that chance again, that I was going to do my best and hopefully not falter.
Well, it's big, but we'll take him.
Bruce Lynch is zeroed in on a pattern within a pattern, targeting the key cover.
Pull up here and it all looks good. Seems like anything vertical I can't get bit on. Got to be something there horizontal. Preferably a lot of stuff. Just seems like the thicker the better. here.
Changing conditions forced Michael Iaconelli to change his lure presentation.
Didn't realize until I had one hit my jig after it was laying on the bottom that those fish had moved down from the water column. They weren't suspended like they were yesterday with the cloud cover.
The leaderboard in the Central Division may flip-flop. Arkansas's Joe Kreitz is voting keepers this morning. But Louisiana's Rodney Wagley, yesterday's leader by 1 pound 3 ounces, is struggling.
I know what they want. They want to be left alone. Is what they want. They done been harassed so much.
Western Division leader Renaud Pelletier feels good about his classic chances.
I thought I got a bite.
Over in the Southern Division, we best keep a camera on North Carolina State student Chris Elliott. He won his first bass tournament at age 13.
Good call. The Classic's my ultimate goal. My goal was to win my division. And I came down here saying if I can get 40 to 45 pounds for 3 days, that's really the goal I'm shooting for. And if I don't win with that, I'd still be happy with myself.
Art Ferguson is averaging more than a dozen keepers a day on a twin-tail grub, and at a pace to stay on top in the Northern Division race.
That'll help.
Stay tuned. This Red River fishery is red hot and may break the all-time Wrangler BASS national total weight record of 1,412 pounds, 10 ounces. Whoa, that won't help much.
Bruce with big fish yesterday and the overall leader, 22-4 yesterday. He's got 5 in the bag today, Bruce. What's up?
It was tough today.
All right, we're going to weigh these. Watch this.
He's got a limit of bass again today, not 22 pounds, but 11 pounds, 13 ounces. Mark it 11-13.
So Bruce Lynch's advantage shrinks to less than 2 pounds. But with 34 pounds, 1 ounce, he's still on top. The Bayou Basser, Rodney Wagley, climbs into second with 32 pounds, 4 ounces after weighing in 15 pounds, 13 ounces today. Michael Iaconelli slips to third with 30 pounds, 5 ounces. The Eastern Division has 4 of the top 6. David Hall charges into 6th place with 18 pounds, 4 ounces for a total of 27.12. Colorado's Kurt Walters in 13th place leads the Western Classic qualifiers with 23 pounds, 9 ounces. The Classic Chase is still anyone's race to win.
I've been a Federation angler probably 10, 11 years, and I've made probably 6 divisionals. This is my 2nd national, and it's what I've been working for 10 years, and it would be a dream come true.
You made a bait adjustment, too. You went from a spinner bait to a soft plastic bait. Why?
What I've done is I've slowed down and I've put plastic in front of their noses and give them a longer opportunity to take a bait, and it worked yesterday.
Barely a keeper, but Rodney Wagley needs only 1 pound, 13 ounces to catch up to tournament leader Bruce Lynch, who's losing faith in his primary fishing area.
I've said all year long if I was ever in that situation again, I was going to listen to my instincts. First little one I've caught. Where I don't have any confidence in that area, I may take a gamble this morning and lock through and run on down the river there, see if I can get 5, and then try to come back and maybe get a big bite there.
Well, if you remember, we had an instinctive feeling about keeping a camera on Chris Elliott. This 22-year-old college boy fishes like an old pro.
It's an oversized flipping tube that's working for Chris Elliott.
Oh, boy.
Hold on, folks. We've got us a horse race for this Wrangler Federation Championship. Rodney Wagley's hooked up to a big one, if he can haul it out of the thick stuff.
Thank you, Lord.
And best we not forget about Mike Iaconelli. He's posted back-to-back limits along this ridge.
How deep that jig is down his throat?
In every sporting event, there's a turning point, an important play, a key putt, or a big bite, where winning or losing hangs on the outcome.
Oh, I'm losing this tournament.
I'm almost positive it's spawning. See if I throw the smaller bait in there.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! So, thank you, Lord.
If it's over 10.8, he's going to the Classic as a Wrangler angler from the north. Let's watch the scales. 12, nope. 11 pounds, 15 ounces. He's going to the Classic. He did it!
Now look at you.
I'm a happy man.
I bet you're happy. You realize that you only need 9 pounds and 3 ounces to go to the World Champion Bass Tournament, the Bassmaster Classic.
I think I have it.
The weight, 16 pounds, 11 ounces. He's going to the Bassmaster Classic. Going to the Classic. He is the last guy from the Southern Division. Needs 8 pounds and 5 ounces to go to the Classic. 12-4 for the overall lead. Watch the scales. He's going to the Bassmaster. He's the leader. Taking the lead. 13 pounds, 9 ounces. Mark it, 13.9.
For sure, a dream come true for young Chris Elliott. The Classic cinched and the tournament lead, but it's not over yet. Bruce Lynch, the two-day leader, needs 8 pounds, 5 ounces to regain the lead, but there are only 4 bass in his bag.
Do you think you've got it?
Yeah, I think so.
Thinks he's got it. Let's watch the scales, Don.
4 fish, and the weight, 10 pounds, 4 ounces. Mark it, 10-4.
Taking the lead.
Rodney Wagley's got the 5 bass limit, but he's concerned.
The fish just died, and it's going to cost me 4 ounces. You know, I lost the Alexandria, the Central Division Regional, went there a couple of years ago, and I lost first place by 1 ounce, and I was penalized for 4 ounces for a dead fish there.
With the penalty, Rodney needs 12 pounds, 6 ounces to take the overall lead, but only 6 pounds, 15 ounces to win the Central Division.
Watch the scales. The weight, 11 pounds, 15 ounces. You're going to the Bassmaster Classic.
Bruce Lynch still holds the lead. He barely dodged a bullet by 6 ounces. But there's a big gun left. Michael Iaconelli.
Just sweating it out. But I had a great tournament.
Great fisherman, nice young man, and you got to watch him. Look at those 2 big.
Unbelievable. He pulled 2 more large bass out of the tank. Michael Iaconelli from New Jersey.
His mom will kill me if I don't get this.
Don, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Are you ready, Mike?
Look at this.
14 pounds, 1 ounce, takes you to the Classic, wins you the Brian Kershaw Memorial Trophy. Watch the scales. Total weight, 5 fish. 14 pounds, 10 ounces. 14.10. Mark it, 14.10. He did it.
He did it all right. Michael Iaconelli, a 26-year-old New Jersey tackle store manager, a member of the Bass Fever Excaliburs, has hit the bass and jackpot. Against 50,000 to 1 odds, he's the 1999 Wrangler BASS National Tournament Champion. The winning score, 15 bass and 44 pounds, 15 ounces. Bruce Lynch finishes second with 44 pounds, 5 ounces. Rodney Wagley claims third with 43 pounds, 15 ounces, followed by Chris Elliott and David Hall.
For these 5 Wrangler anglers, the dream continues. They're classic bound. Can it come true? Can a Federation angler win the Classic again? They only have to outfish 40 pros in New Orleans. Brian Kerschel proved it possible in 1994. Tragically, he died in a plane crash shortly after winning the Classic. His legacy remains these anglers' dream. For the Bassmasters, I'm Bob Cobb. See y'all next time.
Join us for the Bassmasters Classic in New Orleans, July 29th, 30th, and 31st. See the big show live in the Big Easy with weigh-ins inside the Louisiana Superdome. Call today, 1-877-747-BASS, and plan your classic vacation in New Orleans. Y'all come now, you hear?
We'd like to honor you as our 1999 national champion and give you this national champion trophy, the Brian B. Kerschel Memorial Award. Hold it up over your head. Michael Iaconelli, the 1999 Wrangler Bass National Championship winner.